College frat gets caught by police body cam. Yo, college is crazy, by the way. Should be
This Iowa fraternity is now being exposed again because this body cam footage just recently went viral from 2024, and it has the entire internet going, what is going on here?
Does anyone want to be forthcoming on what's going on?
What the heck?
Anyone. Because you got to see it from my perspective of what the did I just walk into?
I mean, this is just so beyond ridiculous, but...
This is college? No way, bro. No way. Guys, grow up, bro.
These frat guys, I guess they just seem completely unfazed by this. Like, both in the police body cam footage and also 4 days later on Instagram. Okay, so the comments on this post seem to have been limited, except they're clearly showing off how much they don't care by posting about the brotherhood online. I guess realistically, why would they care? Because they are supposed to be suspended by the school up until 2029, but I guess they're still listed as an active chapter on their fraternity's website. So,
suspended from college or school by 2029. At this point, all of you drop out. All of you start business together. You're gonna make it successful. Watch.
I don't know. That does beg the question, are there consequences for this? But I guess also technically, I don't think any laws were broken because everyone there was there at their own will. It's just incredibly bizarre because I feel like we've seen hazing on TV and all this, but like seeing it in the form of police body cam footage makes it so much weirder.
This stops here, guys. This is a police department. This stops here. Who's in charge?
Yeah, I mean, this just looks like something out of a horror game. Like, you walk into a basement and you see this? Hello? Also, just the way the frat guys who are supposed to be in charge are acting.
Snuts. Yo, that's... I'm surprised they're not in jail, gang.
Towards the police and the firefighters throughout all of this is also just, like, very weird. It just doesn't make sense.
All right, who's in charge?
What's your major?
Business.
Business? What's your name?
Why?
Just wondering what your name is.
We'll just say...
Jose.
Jose? Jose, what's your last name?
Why?
Just wondering who I'm talking to.
I want to tell you that. I don't want to tell you that.
Okay. How old are you?
21.
All right.
Want to see my ID?
Yeah, you got an ID or anything to prove?
21 and you're still in college doing business. Just quit, bro. On God, you're stupid, bro. Shouldn't you be in college by 18? Graduate after 3 years. Or graduate after 2 years or so. For business, if I'm correct. Yeah, gang, you are messed up. You just took a smoke in front of an officer. That's a disrespect. Like, even that's a disrespect, gang. You deserve to die, bro. Or go to jail, bro. Have some self-respect, man.
I think it's fake.
Huh?
I think it's fake.
You think it's fake?
That is
You
crazy.
think it's fake or you know it's fake? There's two different things there.
The firefighters are literally responding to a tripped fire alarm. And then these two idiots are trying to block doorways and act like nothing's going on down there, and they just don't want them to go down.
Because you got to see it from my perspective of what the did I just walk into?
What is that?
Celebration
You know what I mean? Celebration or what?
of life.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I feel like these guys don't really seem like our nation's
Arrest them all. The guy just said sweet and walked away.
brightest, to put it lightly. But also, why would they ever try to just claim it's normal that a whole bunch of guys are shirtless and blindfolded and kind of tied up in the basement? Like, hello? This is so bizarre. And it does show you how messed up hazing culture is, because apparently 122 people have passed away from hazing in the last 25 years. So the lengths people will go to prove that they are a part of a fraternity is quite insane. I guess videos like this just show that, hey, there's some messed up stuff going on university campuses around the US. Because this is definitely not the only bizarre thing that's happening in fraternities around the US. We just don't know about the other ones yet. I also love how even with the face of criminal charges, these boys would side with each other and just accept humiliation. But it seems like they don't care, even though they've been shut down because they're still actively posting on Instagram like nothing happened. But apparently that shouldn't come too much as a surprise, because if you do a little bit of research on them, we're talking about Alpha Delta Phi, specifically the Iowa chapter. And it seems like they forced their way into the University of Iowa campus only about a year ago. Because while doing research for this video, I found out that apparently in September 2023, UI Vice President for Student Life, Sarah Hansen, served the frat's executive director an official notification and invitation to establish an associate chapter in the University of Iowa. Which sounds great, I guess, except apparently the letter and chapter status was the direct result of the University of Iowa learning that the fraternity was establishing a chapter at the university without the invitation or involvement of the fraternity and sorority life. Meaning, I guess they just decided to set up shop and they were just going to be running as a fraternity, whether the school was on board with it or not. But it does sound like the school was trying to get on board with this, but regardless, quite fascinating. But apparently, just a year after they kind of started up, they did this and then got suspended. Basically, what happened was on November 14th, the 36 pledge class members were invited to stay at the Alpha Delta Phi house during their initiation week to bond and I guess take an exam for the fraternity. And I guess to prevent cheating, frat members took everyone's phones and then sent them to the basement to go to bed. I mean, this isn't really
The guy had blood on his shirt, right? Because I'm not trying to be slow. I don't want to pause the video a lot because I already did the past few minutes and I'm sorry about that. But I could have sworn he had blood on his shirt. Yeah, suspension isn't working. He needs house arrest.
Low-key, to put it lightly, but I guess this is how the hazing starts. And I guess this is kind of like this weird culture of, oh, you have to have a rite of passage, so you have to suffer to prove that you're a part of the brotherhood. So again, quite fascinating behavior. But as you might have expected, in the middle of the night, two men came in, and then they made the group blindfold themselves and then started covering them in food. And that's apparently how the fire alarm got tripped, and then this is where the body cam footage started. So you can see at the start, some of the guys are still clothed and not blindfolded, but as the police just continue to walk through, they're actively removing their clothes and blindfolding themselves.
Never mind. I think that's spaghetti. I think that's red sauce, no? This looks like red sauce, but I don't want to assume it's blood if you're saying they're throwing foods on each other.
What is going on here? It's like if you look away for a second and you look back, they've completely rearranged themselves. I guess maybe to probably camouflage themselves as victims themselves. I don't know. Were they doing some sort of charade? Was this what is that bank robber movie? The Inside Man or something like that? Where the bank robbers dress up like the hostages so they all run out at the same time and they couldn't catch them? I feel like that's what's going on right here, just in a very cursed fraternity way. But apparently the pledge class members that were interviewed described it like a food fight, even though they all admitted that they didn't throw any food. So I guess that seems a little one-sided here. But the University of Iowa's summary stated that it is reasonable to believe that a food fight of all participating members would be throwing food. In this case, no pledged member participated in throwing food. So it is reasonable to believe that it was only executed by active members. So I guess even though they sneakily tried to remove their shirts and shuffle around the basement, we can sort of use our brains and realize they were just trying to save their own skin and blend in, I guess, instead of clearly being the perpetrators. This is just so crazy. It's so freaky. It's also, in a way, so funny that no one wants to give up any information whatsoever. Because I guess if they spoke to cops, they wouldn't be able to be in the fraternity. But that's where things can get a little dangerous, because imagine if someone's having a medical emergency and then everyone just stands in solidarity and doesn't report or do anything about it. That would be crazy. Thankfully, that didn't happen, but still, crazy situation. And also, you have their idiot leader, Jose, here, who's vaping in the cop's face and then handing over the ID while saying, I think it's fake. Is all of this worth being cool in front of your friends? Let's be real. If that impresses the people that are around you, you don't want to be around those people. But hey, I guess, believe it or not, you can't stand in front of the police as they're trying to get into a place. So they were charged, but the charges were dropped just a year later. And I guess they just continued operating like nothing ever happened. And they may be listed as a suspended chapter, but, it just seems like they're still moving as usual. But what is also funny, even after this video has gone viral, people are still rushing to join this frat. So, hey, we live in a fascinating world. People can just be awful to other people, and then other people are like, oh, yo, I want to be a part of that. What? Come on. Brotherhood does not mean, oh, I can't cross him because he has blackmail on me. Brotherhood just means that you support your friends. Come on. You should want to support your friends because you love them, not because they have blackmail on you, and if you don't do it, they're gonna out you. That's so crazy.
Yo, believe it or not, this is our generation. Generation is finished. What can I say, man? Gen Z's.
So, please, don't humiliate yourself.
I just humiliated myself right now, but I'm a Gen Z as well, but at this point. What am I saying, but why am I acting like an unk? I'm still 17.
To prove loyalty to someone, that will almost always backfire. And also, that's just not a relationship you want to have in your life. But that was the quick video. I know this happened a while ago, but I still wanted to cover it. I now have to hop on a plane because we got more videos to cover. Thank you guys for the support. Subscribe if you're new. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Well, good luck on your flight. And guys, please help me reach 10 subs. Please. I can't believe I did this progress. I actually gained like 4+ in a day. I have 7 subscribers now all of a sudden. I love you guys so much. Please, guys, please, I'm begging you. 10 subs. Not forced, but I mean, if you guys enjoy my content, please hit the sub. If you see anything, any problem, comment below. What should I upgrade? Remember, I'm still a beginner. I have no problem learning from you guys. You're the professional. I'm not. Without further ado, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. See you guys on the next one. Peace out.